It's time to stop questioning your worth and start stepping into the best version of yourself. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like you weren't enough? Like no matter how hard you try, something inside keeps whispering, "You're not worthy. You're not good enough." It's time to shut that voice down. Because the truth is, your worth has never been up for debate. You were born valuable. And today, I'm going to show you how to step into the best version of yourself and finally stop questioning your worth. So many people spend their lives trapped in self-doubt, constantly seeking validation from others. Maybe it's a relationship that made you feel less than, or a job that never appreciated your value. But here's the truth, your worth isn't defined by what others think. It's defined by you. When you stop questioning yourself, you start creating the life you actually deserve. The root of self-doubt. Self-doubt doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's planted over time, often without us even realizing it. Understanding where it comes from is the first step to breaking free from it. 1. Childhood experiences and conditioning. Many of our self-beliefs are formed in childhood. Maybe you were compared to siblings or classmates, making you feel like you were never good enough. Perhaps you had overly critical parents, teachers, or caregivers who made you believe you had to earn love and approval. When children don't feel fully accepted, they grow into adults who constantly second-guess themselves. 2. Past failures and negative experiences. Have you ever tried something and failed, only to convince yourself that you're not capable? A failed relationship, a rejection, or a setback can make us feel like we're not worthy of success. But failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's just a lesson, a stepping stone to growth. 3. Social conditioning and comparison culture. We live in a world that thrives on comparison, especially with social media. Scrolling through highlight reels makes us feel like everyone else has it all figured out. But remember, people only show what they want you to see. You are not behind. You are on your own path, and your timeline is valid. 4. Toxic relationships and external validation. Being in relationships, romantic, family, or friendships, with people who constantly belittle you can make you question your value. If someone has made you feel unworthy, understand that their perception does not define you. True worth comes from within, not from how others treat you. 5. Fear of judgment and perfectionism. Many people doubt themselves because they fear making mistakes or being judged. Society has conditioned us to believe we have to be perfect to be accepted. But perfection is an illusion. The most confident people aren't perfect, they're just willing to take action despite fear. Breaking free from self-doubt. Self-doubt is a learned mindset, which means it can be unlearned. The first step is awareness, recognizing when these negative thoughts creep in. Then, start challenging those thoughts. Where did this belief come from? Is it even true? Finally, replace those doubts with empowering beliefs. I am capable. I am worthy. I am enough. Rewriting the narrative. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself a story of self-doubt, failure, and unworthiness, that's exactly what you'll continue to experience. But here's the good news. You can change the story. You can rewrite the narrative that's been playing in your mind for years. 1. Recognizing the negative narrative. The first step in rewriting your story is becoming aware of the limiting beliefs you repeat to yourself. Ask yourself, what negative things do I keep telling myself? Where did these beliefs come from? A past experience? Something someone said? Are they actually true, or are they just opinions I've accepted as facts? Most of the time, these beliefs aren't even yours. They were planted by someone else. 2. Challenging the inner critic. Your inner critic is that voice that says, you're not good enough, you'll never succeed, or you don't deserve happiness. But just because this voice is loud doesn't mean it's right. Start challenging these thoughts. If you think, I always fail, ask yourself, is that really true? Haven't I succeeded in some areas of my life? If you think, I'm not lovable, remind yourself, the right people will love me for who I truly am. Self-doubt only has power if you let it go unchallenged. 3. Replacing self-doubt with empowering beliefs. Instead of letting negative thoughts control you, start replacing them with intentional, positive beliefs. Every time a limiting belief shows up, consciously shift it. I'm not good enough, I am growing, and I am enough as I am. I'll never succeed. Success is built through persistence, and I am getting stronger every day. No one values me, I value myself, and the right people will recognize my worth. Affirmations aren't about lying to yourself, they're about training your brain to see a new reality. 4. Changing your self-talk in everyday life. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself on a daily basis. Would you say these things to a friend? If not, why say them to yourself? A simple habit. When you notice negative self-talk, stop and reframe it immediately. Your words have power. Make sure they're lifting you up, not tearing you down. 5. Taking ownership of your new story. You don't have to be defined by your past. Every day you have a choice. To keep believing old, limiting stories or to start writing a new, empowering one. Step into the version of yourself who knows their worth. Letting go of showing up as that person today. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with self-worth is their need for external validation. They base their value on how others see them, how much approval they receive, or whether they meet society's expectations. But the truth is, the moment you stop seeking validation from others, you take your power back. 1. Why we crave external validation. From childhood, many of us were taught to seek approval, whether from parents, teachers, or peers. When we were praised, we felt worthy. When we were criticized, we felt like we weren't enough. Over time, this conditioning made us believe that our worth is something earned through other people's acceptance. But the problem is, relying on external validation means giving control of your happiness to someone else. 2. The danger of seeking approval from others. It keeps you trapped in people-pleasing. You start making decisions based on what others expect instead of what truly makes you happy. It makes you fearful of judgment. You hold yourself back from trying new things because you're worried about what people might think. It creates anxiety and insecurity. If your confidence depends on external approval, any criticism or rejection will shake your self-worth. It keeps you stuck in comparison. You constantly measure yourself against others, always feeling like you're not enough. 3. Shifting from external to internal validation. The only way to build unshakable confidence is to validate yourself. Here's how. White heavy checkmark. Define your own standards. Instead of asking, what will make others respect me? Ask, what do I respect in myself? White heavy checkmark. Celebrate your wins, big or small. Don't wait for someone else to say good job. Acknowledge your own growth and progress. White heavy checkmark. Practice self-approval. If you like the way you look, think, or act, that's enough. You don't need a second opinion. White heavy checkmark. Learn to be okay with disapproval. Not everyone will like or agree with you, and that's normal. The right people will accept you for who you truly are. 4. Building inner confidence. Ask yourself, what if no one ever validated me again? Would I still believe in myself? The answer should be yes, because self-worth isn't built on applause, it's built on self-respect. The more you trust your own decisions and listen to your intuition, the less you'll care about external opinions. 5. Owning your worth without permission. Stop waiting for permission to be confident, happy, or successful. You are already enough, just as you are. The moment you stop seeking validation from others, you step into true personal freedom. Building confidence through action. Confidence isn't something you just have or don't have. It's a skill that you develop through intentional action. The more you challenge yourself, step outside of your comfort zone, and prove to yourself that you can handle life's challenges, the more confident you'll become. 1. Confidence is built through doing, not just thinking. Confidence comes from taking action, not just thinking about your abilities. You can't think your way into confidence, you have to act your way there. It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting until you feel confident enough to take action. But waiting for the right moment will only keep you stuck in fear. The truth is, you don't need to be perfectly confident to start, you need to start to build confidence. 2. Embrace the power of small wins. You don't need to take massive leaps to build confidence. Small, consistent actions add up over time. Celebrate your small victories. Maybe you had a tough conversation but did it anyway. Maybe you tried something new, even if you were nervous. Maybe you just showed up for yourself on a day when you felt like giving up. Every action you take, no matter how small, proves to yourself that you can handle challenges. These wins reinforce the belief that you are capable and worthy. 3. Get comfortable with discomfort. Confidence isn't about feeling comfortable all the time, it's about pushing yourself to act even when you're scared. Every time you step outside of your comfort zone, your confidence grows. Here's the secret. The discomfort you feel is a sign of growth. The more you embrace it, the more confidence you gain. Start by taking baby steps. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, trying a new hobby, or setting a boundary with someone. The more you practice, the less intimidating it becomes. 4. Reframe mistakes as lessons. When you take action, sometimes things don't go as planned. But mistakes aren't failures, they're opportunities to learn and grow. Stop beating yourself up when things don't go perfectly. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? Every time you take action and learn from the experience, you build resilience. And resilience is a key ingredient of confidence. 5. Take consistent, courageous steps toward your goals. Set clear goals and break them down into manageable steps. The more consistently you take action toward your goals, the more your confidence will grow. But don't just take any action, take courageous action. Action that challenges you, that pushes you to become the best version of yourself. Trust yourself to figure things out along the way. You'll build more confidence as you prove to yourself that you can take on bigger challenges. 6. Develop a can-do mindset. Confidence thrives when you develop a can-do mindset. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, replace it with, I can do this, even if it's challenging. Whenever you face a challenge, remind yourself, I have the skills, strength, and resilience to handle this. Even if you don't know exactly how to do something, take action anyway. The process of figuring things out is what builds confidence. 7. Track your progress. Confidence isn't always something you feel instantly. Sometimes, you need to look back and see how far you've come. Keep a journal or list of the actions you've taken and the progress you've made. Seeing how much you've already accomplished will remind you that you are capable of achieving even more. 8. Keep pushing forward, even when you don't feel confident. Some days, you won't feel confident at all. And that's okay. Confidence doesn't mean never feeling insecure. It means moving forward even when you feel uncertain. Keep going. Trust that action will eventually lead to belief. Building confidence through action is about proving to yourself, over and over, that creating a vision for your best whatever life throws at you. To stop questioning your worth and start stepping into the best version of yourself, you'll look back and realize that clear vision isn't something you find. It's something you create. This vision will guide you, motivate you, and keep you aligned with your true potential. The best part? You get to design it however you want. 1. Why having a vision is so powerful. Your vision acts as a roadmap. It gives you direction and purpose. Without a vision, it's easy to get lost in the noise of everyday life. You end up reacting to situations instead of creating the life you truly want. When you have a clear vision, you're able to make choices that align with your goals and values, not just what others expect from you. A vision empowers you to become the person you want to be, not the person you think you should be. 2. Define who your best self is. Take some time to imagine your best self. Who are they? How do they think, feel, and act? Think about your ideal traits. What kind of person do you want to be? Maybe they are confident, kind, assertive, successful, or peaceful. Be specific. What are their daily habits? What does their environment look like? How do they interact with others? Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about identifying who you truly want to become. The best version of yourself is a mix of your values, your aspirations, and your authentic self. 3. Visualizing your best life. Close your eyes and picture what your best life looks like. What are you doing? Where are you living? Who are you surrounded by? How does it feel to live this version of yourself? Allow yourself to get really specific and detailed about this vision. The more vivid the image, the more real it will feel. 4. Make your vision a daily focus. The best version of yourself is not someone you'll become someday. You can start embodying them today. Find ways to bring this vision into your daily life. If your vision is of someone who is confident, start practicing confident actions every day, even in small ways. If your vision involves career success, Take one step today toward that goal, whether it's researching a job, applying for opportunities, or networking. The more you act in alignment with your vision, the more you bring it to life. Don't wait until you feel ready or perfect. Start now, and let your actions create the momentum needed to build your best self. 5. Set smart goals to support your vision. Once you have a clear vision, it's time to break it down into actionable steps. Set smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These goals will give you clarity on how to move forward and keep you focused on what matters. For example, if your vision involves becoming healthier, a smart goal could be, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 4 times a week, for the next month. If your vision is about financial freedom, a smart goal could be, I will save $500 each month for the next 6 months. Break your larger vision into smaller goals that you can achieve step by step. 6. Use affirmations to strengthen your vision. Positive affirmations help reinforce the belief that your vision is possible. Create affirmations that resonate with your best self, such as, I am worthy of success and happiness. I am becoming the person I've always wanted to be. Every day, I take steps toward my best life. Repeat these affirmations daily to strengthen your belief in your vision. 7. Be open to growth and change. Your vision of your best self might evolve over time, and that's okay. As you grow, your desires and goals might shift, and that's a sign of progress. Don't be afraid to revise your vision if you feel called to a new direction. The key is staying flexible and open to change, while still maintaining your core values. 8. Visualize progress, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is the real measure of growth. Your vision should be a source of motivation, not pressure. Celebrate the progress you make along the way. Even the small steps count. Your best self is not about achieving perfection. It's about continuous improvement and honoring who you are. 9. Surround yourself with like-minded people. The people you surround yourself with can either support or hinder your vision. Find individuals who inspire you, support your goals, and encourage your growth. Let go of toxic relationships that drag you down and surround yourself with people who push you to become your best self. Creating a vision for your best self is a powerful tool for personal growth. It serves as both your compass and your motivator, reminding you that your potential is limitless. The best version of yourself isn't something you're waiting to become, it's something you're already stepping into, one choice at a time. If this video resonated with you, don't stop here. Keep building your confidence and stepping into your power. Watch my next video. It's time to stop waiting for validation and start creating the life you deserve. Click the link now and take your next step toward becoming the best version of yourself.